Hi, my friend. This is Jason of Climb Higher Coaching, and I love the thought of climbing higher because it indicates to you and I that no matter how much success we've already attained, there's always another level. We're going to keep climbing. No matter how influential you become, I hope you have the mindset of, hey, how can I become even more influential? And so we're on this journey. We're climbing higher, and in that light, how about your energy levels? When I talk about energy levels, I'm talking about your physical stamina and vibrancy, your mental and emotional capacity to stay engaged. How is that going in your life? You know, one of my mentors always says, you were like power plants. A power plant, when you think about a power plant, a lot of people think power plants, they must have a lot of energy, a lot of power. Well, they don't. They actually just transform energy from one source to another. They actually generate it from one source to another. You're like that power plant. I want you to think about yourself in that way. You have this ability within you to generate more energy. That's huge because the more energy you have, the better you're able to show up in life for the people that matter most to you and to the work that you love and that matters most to you. Energy changes the way you and I show up in life. And so when you think about your physical energy, maybe it's with your spouse, with your loved one, with your kids, or maybe like for me now, it's my grandkids. How am I showing up for my grandkids? Do I have vibrancy and energy to match theirs and to really be engaged in their life, in work and sport and play? How engaged are you able to be in that? And when you think about your mental and emotional energy, are you able to hang in there for longer periods of time, engaged in conversation, listening empathetically, having the energy to respond well to those folks that you love the most, those people that you're working with? And our energy levels affect that. So here's the question. How can you generate more energy in your life? How can you have more stamina and more vibrancy? And so I'll just share with you some things that I do in my life consistently on a regular basis that work incredibly well for me and have worked well for me now for years. I graduated high school a long time ago, my friend, but I got on the scale this morning. I'm 6.5 pounds lighter than I was even back in high school. I have more energy today than I did when I played wide receiver at the University of North Carolina. I'm bubbling over with energy. I hope you can feel that even in this video. I'm loving life. I've been married, this will be 28 years, to my wife, Wendy. We've raised 4 kids, and I've got a grandbaby now. Actually, she's not a baby anymore. She's 6 years old. So energy to me is incredibly important. I'm the founder and CEO of Trinity Fitness that started back in 2008. I'm also the founder of Climb Higher Coaching. And so yes, my life requires that I have a lot of energy, and so it dictates that I live a certain way and have certain habits in my life that consistently over time continually generate energy. They work for me. I know they'll work for you. It's not rocket science. As a matter of fact, what I'm about to share with you, quite frankly, it's going to sound elementary to you. I would say that most people would say, well, that's common knowledge. I would agree. The problem is it's not common practice. But when you make it common practice, these 4 tips that I'm going to share with you, it's going to change your life. It's going to change the way you show up because it's going to generate more energy in your life. Okay? So, number 1, pay attention or just be more mindful of your hydration. Drink a lot of water, my friend. Did you know that your body is over 3/4 water? Yeah, we require a lot of water. And so here's the quick rule of thumb that I'm going to give you. Here's what I use in my life. I take my body weight, cut it in half, and drink that amount in ounces. Not beer, not coffee, water. Drink that amount in water. So just to keep the numbers really simple, if somebody weighs 200 pounds, cut it in half, 100 pounds, that's 100 ounces of water every day. Keep that water close to you. Make it easy for yourself. Set yourself up for success. I would also limit, not eliminate, but limit the amount of caffeine and the amount of alcohol. Those are energy drainers. Yes, I know caffeine might give you that quick pop, but it's also a diuretic, and you're going to actually urinate more of that out. And so it dehydrates you in the long run. More water, my friend. That's number one. Number two, pay attention to your nutrition. There are some areas that you might need to tighten up on. Man, if there's ever an area that is divisive among families, people get defensive, even when I talk about it and give nutrition seminars, it could be divisive, and definitely. So I'm not here to judge at all. Check with your doctor. Get advice from your doctor and see what's best for you. I'm just sharing with you some things that I've put into practice for now over a decade of my life, and they've really served me well. Okay, number one, I've virtually eliminated sugar out of my diet. Sugar wreaks havoc. It is public enemy number one. Systemic inflammation in your body. You know, way back, the doctors were telling us it was our cholesterol levels were causing a lot of heart disease. Come to find out, it's actually sugar that causes the systemic inflammation of your cardiovascular system. It's causing a lot of heart disease. Sugar is just about in everything, including a lot of grains. So grains I've virtually cut out of my life, with the exception of sprouted grains like Ezekiel bread. If I'm going to have bread, I'm going to have Ezekiel bread. You can buy it in most stores in the frozen section. They have to freeze Ezekiel bread because it doesn't last as long in your pantry as regular bread. So when I talk about grains, I'm talking about wheat bread, white bread, whole grain bread, 7 grain, your mama's old grain bread, you know. I'm talking about pastas. I'm talking about bagels and muffins and crackers and chips and pizza and all these things. I virtually eliminate them. Now, if I'm going to have a cheat meal, I may go get a pizza once in a while. I take my granddaughter for ice cream once in a while. I no longer buy half gallons of ice cream and keep them in my freezer because I'll eat it. So I know that about myself. I don't do it, but I'll take my granddaughter out once in a while. We'll grab some ice cream. So I virtually eliminated sugar, a lot of grains, taking them out, dairy, which causes a lot of inflammation in your joints. It also has palmitic acid, which can increase your risk of heart disease. Eliminated dairy. Of course, my cheat day on pizza has dairy on it, has the cheese. So my diet virtually consists of lots of vegetables, lots of dark leafy greens. So a lot of salads, a lot of green smoothies. I am primarily a plant-based person. Although I will have some meat, I will have some fruit, I will have some meat, but mostly a white meat like fish, chicken, turkey. Occasionally, I'll have a burger, but that's a cheat meal, and it's not very often. That's primarily my nutrition. It energizes me. I used to think, here's how I used to think about food. I used to go, man, what's going to taste good to me? What's going to make me feel good? What's going to bring me comfort in my moment of stress? Did you notice that? It's all about me. I have since changed my thinking about food, and it is stronger than willpower and like I'll do it myself. Here's my thinking. What can I eat that will allow me the energy to show up for the people that I love most in life, and show up with energy, vibrancy, stamina, day in, day out with consistency? And it's predominantly a plant-based nutrition plan. Lots of veggies, some fruit, some meat, a lot of healthy fats like healthy oils, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, nuts, seeds, those sorts of things are the healthy fats, avocados and olives. Very good. Okay, pay attention to your hydration, pay attention to your nutrition. How about your sleep? I used to be so hard on myself. I used to tell myself, Paul Mazzano, you'll sleep when you're 90. Get after it. build the company, start something else, keep going, and I'll run myself into the ground. I would give myself 4 hours of sleep. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Every sleep study will tell you now 7 to 8 hours. I know, hey, I've raised 4 kids. You'll survive on 4 hours, 5 hours. You know, it can be done, but you're not here to just survive and get by. You want to optimize. You want to thrive. You want to get to another level. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle. Love yourself enough to give yourself some sleep. I really had to recondition myself in this to get 7 to 8 hours. Here's what I do now. 3, 2, 1. 3 hours before going to bed, I don't eat. I stop. I give my digestive system a chance, give it a break, allow my body to begin to shut down. 3 hours before I go to bed. 2 hours before bed, absolutely no more work. I want my brain to shut down. It's been tough for me initially, but allowing my brain to shut down. No more work 2 hours before bed. 1 hour before bed, no more screen time. Put that phone away, shut the TV off, put the iPad away, close the computer, whatever, and read a book. It doesn't even have to be a self-help book or a leadership book or some kind of growth book. Pick a good, wholesome, novel, fiction, if you choose, and allow your mind to begin to shut down. You know, when we put blue light in front, it signals our brain that it's still daylight, still time to get after it. I don't want that. I want my brain to shut down. And so 3, 2, 1 has helped me. Hey, nutrition, hydration, sleep, exercise regularly. Now, I'm the founder and CEO of Trinity Fitness, so for me, this is a no-brainer. I go to a Trinity Fitness gym, and I'll hit a high-intensity, short-duration workout 2 to 3 times a week. It used to be almost every day, but as I've aged, I've learned the beauty of changing and variety. You know, one of the things that's happened recently is my wife was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And walking for her really, really helps. And so 4 days a week, we'll go on long walks. For us, they're longer walks. They're anywhere from 3.5 to 5.5 to 6 mile walks. And we enjoy that time together, just talking and being close and catching up on life. So that's it. When you pay attention to your energy levels and you do a great job, you're intentional about generating more energy in life, my friend, you absolutely show up differently in life. When you have that stamina, that vibrancy, that energy, it increases your capacity to show up in greater ways, in extraordinary ways. You love more, you care more, you are able to give more of yourself to the people that you love that are all around you. And the work that matters most. It makes all the difference. If you felt like this video was of help, I don't believe you're watching it by accident. Pass it on to somebody you know. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. And if you would like more coaching from me, one-on-one coaching, hey, get in touch with me. Hit my website, climbhighercoaching.com, and let's get the dialogue going. Let's dial in on your energy, your clarity, your influence, your productivity, your courage. Let's deep dive into these things and get you climbing higher in life, my friend. Until next time, keep your desire, your hustle, and your focus.